Hello and welcome back to the RCHS podcast. I'm Bobby, founder of the podcast club here at Rancho. As always, we are going to be interviewing some people about life as teenagers, and today we will be specifically interviewing some juniors and seniors about their experiences and how it's going with beginning the school year. I'm now going to hand it over to our main hosts, Lucas and Farida.
Hey guys, we're right now starting the next segment. We have some juniors. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Lacey and I'm the class of 2024.
Hi, I'm Gabriel and I'm in the class of 2024.
Alright, great. So how was your year so far here at Rancho?
My year is really good. I'm currently doing 2 sports and I'm really excited about the seasons coming up.
My year's pretty alright so far. Nothing super glamorous or exciting, but just happy to be here.
So has the year been hard so far? Because people say throughout high school, junior year is the most difficult year. So has it been going the way you thought it would be, or?
I would say junior year is definitely harder than sophomore and freshman year. Getting mentally prepared for college and thinking about your future is definitely a heavy toll on your mindset. But if you just push through and just focus on the now, it's a lot better.
I can certainly agree with the whole stereotype that junior year is a bit more difficult per se, but I'd say the biggest challenge so far has been more so mentally preparing myself for my own future, more so than the actual schoolwork or the school itself.
Actually, on the topic of your future, what do you guys think about what you guys want to do during or after high school?
I want to go to college. I'm trying to go to a college in-state, USC maybe, and I'm hoping to become a trauma surgeon for the military.
No particular plans for me. One fallback was the National Guard. Beyond that, big ones are just hopefully moving out of state at some point,
Okay.
but not much planning beyond that. Maybe a trade school, not really sure.
Yeah.
So do you at least know what field you want to work in? You want to at least work something with maybe a camera, something to do the military? Do you have any specific areas you at least want to have something involved in your workspace?
Not particularly. I'm kind of open to
So you're
options
a go
here.
with the flow guy.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
whatever works for you.
Yeah, very much go with the flow over here.
You guys were sophomores last year, and then obviously you guys were for digital learning the year before that. But you guys how would you, if you guys could classify your sophomore year in one word, what would it be?
I would say an adventure. Having new friendships and going through my classes and new sports, it was definitely an adventure.
Different. Yeah, different is the best way I can say it since, well, like many people would say, since we basically lost our freshman year, it was it was a bit jarring to show up to high school, first actual day, technically speaking, and have it be this whole new experience that is completely different than anything else I've ever done before.
It was definitely humbling when I was trying to get to my classes and I asked a freshman where it was, and she was like, I'm a freshman. I'm like, oh, I'm a sophomore and I do not know my way around here.
Yeah, because I feel when you guys were sophomores, they were freshmen too. You felt as if you were a freshman too because you didn't know your way around school. You didn't know how to do certain things. So I think even the juniors at that time were lost as well because they didn't have that extra year to feel like for sophomore year.
It gave me less stuff to make fun of freshmen for.
Actually, I had a question. How are you guys feeling about the SATs and the ACTs?
No clue.
Honestly, I have no idea. I still need to get signed up and stuff like that. So yeah.
I'm honestly not super familiar with the standardized testing format. I still need to figure out what on earth is going on here. But
How has your guys' sports been doing? What sports do you play?
I currently play cheer and softball.
Okay, were you in the rally that happened earlier?
Yes, I was. I was very excited about it. It was definitely a really good rally. Dance really killed it. They did so good.
I think dance made the whole rally.
Yeah.
I agree.
that seems to be a lot of everyone's
the
favorite.
I think cheer did good too. So since you were on the ground, what was your impression of that? Because there was a lot of people cheering up and down. I was thinking, I wonder how it would feel to be one of those people down there, dancing or cheering.
First of all, I want to thank ASB for doing such an excellent job. They really did put their best effort out here. They made all of this possible. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we did. But being like a cheerleader and stuff like that, like seeing like it from like a down perspective, like it really shows how much hard work we all put into this.
Sorry to cut you off, but last year we were freshmen, you guys were sophomores.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't get the whole experience of getting yelled at by the seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got a pass here.
Yeah,
Thank
we did.
God.
I know.
So what's it like being on the other side of the gym?
So, like, being, like, the ones who are booing.
Yeah.
Not saying that I do, but I
You
definitely
definitely
do.
do.
I definitely do. I guess it's, like, all about, like, just, like, taking all of our frustration out on, the, like, the little guys. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
You want to go into depth about why it's
It was like, it's fantastic.
No, it's just it's all in good fun. I don't truly hate any of the freshmen.
No, definitely
not yet at least.
If I had to be honest, me as a sophomore, we're on the left of them. Well, I went to first rally and we were sitting there. As soon as they said freshman class of 2026, I don't know why we all had the instinct to go boo. Everyone was doing it. I felt bad actually because everyone was booing them, but no one was really booing any other group.
I know, it's definitely...
I know, right? But
it's their
if you think about it, I don't know why we have the mortality because we were freshmen too. You guys kind of had it. You guys were freshmen, but you didn't really have that freshman experience.
Yeah, we definitely... Yeah.
I'd say we were worse off since we had to sit in front of
So maybe
in
you
front
guys
of a
could do
computer
it like
for
that.
a whole
But
year.
I'm like, I was a freshman last year, so.
Yeah, I'd say it's more of a traditional and sort of rite of
Yeah,
passage
definitely.
thing. It's you get booed and then you get kind of
then you
scolded
be
by
the
the
booer.
seniors, and
Yeah.
then you in a couple of years you earn the right to be the booer and the one to scold the
Yeah,
freshmen.
exactly.
It's all in good fun though. Like, I'm certain there's some out there that truly hate the freshmen, but I don't view myself as one of those people.
This is your second year, or well, technically your third year.
Technically
senior.
third, second
Yeah.
year
Second
on campus.
At being on
Yeah.
campus.
Yeah.
What is your most embarrassing moment that you've had here? So
Especially
far?
since you guys are pretty much just like freshmen when you came from sophomore. You
Right.
guys are lost in spots.
Embarrassing moment. I guess one time I had to go bathroom really bad and I like sprinted down the stairs and I just felt everyone look at me, but I did not care. I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
Okay, I think that one was like, yeah.
I've never heard that. Maybe
Yeah.
once at least.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't feel like I remember like any particular embarrassing moments. I feel like a lot of times I try to stay under the radar a lot. I can't like name any specific embarrassing moments. Now, if any of my friends who for some reason may be watching this, I'm probably going to show it to them and are willing to correct me, please do. I would like to be scolded in this instance.
Actually, I rephrase that. My most embarrassing moment was last year. I dressed up as my softball coach, Mr. Linsmith. Love you so much. And no one knew it was a spirit day. So I was dressed up in high socks, and everyone was looking at me crazy because I looked absolutely horrible.
Wait, so like it was a spirit day, right?
It was a spirit day.
Where you dressed like somebody like that?
Yeah, I used to dress up as a celebrity, so I dressed up as Mr. Linsmith. But they weren't really promoting like the like.
Yeah,
spirit
I would
day.
say like sometimes like this week, like I liked most of the days for the spirit week.
Oh, yeah,
but
me
like
too.
some days didn't like go as planned. Like Monday fraternity day, I think that one went pretty good because I saw like maybe like at least half of the school was like dressing up or trying. Like I
Definitely.
saw our president, he was wearing, like I was wearing it. Like I saw like most of my club members or like general people wearing it. Well, I wasn't here for Disney Day, but when I came for Wednesday, it was Adam Sandler's. It was Adam Sandler's day, and like I saw some people wearing it, but it wasn't as much as I saw.
I think it slowly died out there.
Yeah. Going back onto topic, what is your guys' favorite classes or class you'd be like, okay, that's the class I could always go to?
This is gonna be really weird, but I actually quite love AP Chemistry. It's like one of my favorite
I
classes.
love chemistry.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't, but I actually enjoy it.
Who do you have for AP Chem?
I have Mrs. Herkenreiter.
I'd say probably my favorite class right now is weight training with Mr. Colbath. Also, shout out Mr. Colbath. He's
Weight
awesome.
room!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Trying to get
I'm
both.
literally eating a peanut butter snack right now. Get some protein!
I just say it's
Be ripped.
it's probably my favorite class right now, just because it's something different. It's a nice break in the middle of the day of like staring at a computer or a piece of paper all day and just
If
Yeah,
you're
I
like
agree.
stressed or something from it, or
Yeah.
like you can like after a test, you go there,
yeah, exactly.
use all the adrenaline.
It's a
or
nice
something
it's
that
a
you-
nice break in the day, and then lunch immediately after is just the
Oh,
cherry
that's
on top.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh no, you want lunch right before that. Because then you can get all like the protein, have it in your system, and then start working out and get big muscles.
I'll be honest, most of the time I don't even really eat lunch anyway. I just grab the juice box and a carton of milk and call it a day.
Speaking of the lunch related to school, how is the school lunch compared to high school and middle school?
Middle school lunch? I feel like middle school lunch was like so bad. And I believe I went to the same school as Lucas, right?
We went to Ruth Musser?
Yeah, I went to Ruth Musser.
You went there?
Wow,
Yeah.
like you knew.
Wait, when did you? How did you know me for so long?
Well, because don't you know Annie? Don't you know Annie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Annie's sister.
That makes so much more sense.
Reunion
now.
time.
Oh my god, you look so much like. Oh my god, no wonder
Yeah.
you look familiar. Oh, I feel like oh, then you know my old friend group.
Not really because I wasn't in the same class as you, but I know.
You know of
ish.
that old friend
Yeah,
group.
I know of it.
Wow.
But yeah,
You were the
this
bad
school lunch
apples.
I think is a lot better, but definitely breakfast is better than lunch.
Yes.
And I don't care who wants to go oppose that because it's definitely better.
Wait, what's your favorite Pop-Tart? Do you like the strawberry ones or do you like the cinnamon ones?
The cinnamon ones.
Okay,
definitely.
me too, because people, I don't know, like, if you like strawberry, you love strawberry, but like, don't
Yeah.
try to tell me cinnamon don't taste good. I'm not saying anything about strawberry, but don't tell
Strawberry
me.
cinnamon.
Exactly. Just smash them together.
I can definitely say that the lunch difference between high school and middle school, high school is very much an improvement to middle school.
Really?
Yeah, at least I went to EIS for,
Is it
for
indoor or
context.
outside school?
Outside school.
Okay.
But the lunch there was, I can count maybe 5 to 7 good items out of a pool of, I want to say maybe 30. I don't know, it just, a lot of the times if I didn't see something I wanted on that, on the 6 lines in the list to come with them as well, I would just skip lunch that day. Today, at least most of the time, I at least check or get something, even if I don't really eat it. But I can definitely say this high school, the lunches are better, at least for me.
I have a story, and I don't care if it gets cut, but there was mold on my burger.
When was this?
In middle school?
This was last week.
Last week?
I had a mold on my burger, on my chicken sandwich,
Really?
and I was about to bite into it. And then I looked, right before I bit, I looked, and I went, and I put it down, and
Oh my
all my friends looked at it, and then somebody ate it for $10.
Are you gonna drop the name? Are you gonna drop the name?
Shout it out.
Actually, this is a good shout out. Shout out to Leo. Leo,
Oh
the
my
best.
Bro, was it worth that $10?
It was worth that $10, I think. I didn't.
Was
no,
food
Wait, who
poisoning
gave you
worth
$10?
it?
You guys all like,
not me.
You guys
I told
pulled it
him
together?
I'd pay him, right? And then my friend paid him, and then I told my friend that I'll pay her back, and I still haven't.
Oh wow.
I'm a little bad apple.
Oh my
That
I was
God.
the bad apple.
That reminds me of a particular bad food experience I had. I didn't pay anyone $10 to eat it or anything. I just
The
threw
mold.
it away. But one weekend, I was out for context here, outside of school, I do trap shooting one on. I go to competitions and stuff like that. for that.
that's nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was at a competition in LA, I forgot what specific city or town or whatever. But they had a little shop with like snacks, food, and all the other stuff you normally see. And it was early in the morning, so I went to go get a muffin. Right, all they had was like a chocolate muffin. So I opened the package, after I bought the muffin. It was just like one half of it was just mold. It was absolutely
Ew.
disgusting.
Oh, I can imagine. I'm a very
That's
visual.
bad.
I am gagging right now.
That is very
Did
bad.
you like ask for a refund?
Yeah, I got a new muffin. I at least got my muffin. in the
Okay,
end,
at least
but
you
like,
got a new muffin.
yeah, but when I talked to like the cashier there, she said they literally just got that pallet in of all their stuff in that morning. So I don't know how on earth that happened. Just I guess kind of a fluke, I guess.
Either I would have wanted all my money back and the muffin on top, because that's an inconvenience.
I didn't really care. It was just kind of gross. It was kind of funny to show it around to people and kind of chase
Look
chase
at
someone
this.
with a
Half the
muffin.
mold
Holy
on my
half
muffin.
muffin.
Yeah.
Do you have any experiences with some moldy food or any like weird food encounters?
Honestly, like what I put in my body, I always make sure it's like something good. I haven't eaten a Pop-Tart actually in like 2 years because I'm really trying to make sure I keep like good stuff in my body.
Same, recently as me as well.
Yeah, but like no, I haven't eaten anything bad. I
So
wouldn't say
speaking
that.
of do you have kind of like a strict diet you go on?
Yeah, pretty much. I always try to make sure I have almost about every pound of body in my, like every pound I have on my body, I always like to eat a gram of protein just to make it like, just to have enough like energy for like my sports and stuff like that. So eating right is definitely important to me.
Do you have any tips for our viewers or like our listeners of keeping a good diet?
Eat chicken breast. That's is gonna save you.
How you cook it? Just don't make it dry. Eat chicken breast.
Yes,
It
you can
is
put
so
them in the
much
freezer.
protein.
I can agree with that.
It's
Yes.
cheaper. It's so much protein.
Yes,
it's
it
good.
is.
You can match it with basically anything.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking of something of chicken, I've been cooking some time at home. I don't really cook at home. Maybe I like peel some potatoes, carrots. But recently, I've been getting into a lot of Korean food, and I made some. I forgot exactly what's the chicken called, but it's sesame. It's sesame chicken. Do you not like Korean food or like?
Only a little bit.
It's a fine. It's everyone's different. I'm just saying, like me personally, I like Korean food. I like many different culture foods. What kind of culture foods do you like?
I guess right now my favorite is probably Japanese food.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's
Sushi?
always gonna be classic. Yeah, sushi.
Oh, did you guys hear about the new ramen shop opening at Victoria Gardens?
No, I did not.
I think by Victoria Gardens. So.
I'm gonna go on Sunday on a date with.
A date?
Yeah.
With who?
Hey.
A girl?
He
No.
shows his last name.
Oh.
After homecoming.
Oh, that's cute.
I was not aware of the noodle shop. I just know of the Shake Shack opening up.
Okay. Wait, really?
Really?
Apparently, I don't know. Besides me being one, Mexican food is pretty solid.
So,
That's my boy.
yeah.
That's my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Mexican food on top.
Yes. So.
Oh shoot, sorry. Hello, this is our senior segment with our senior
Darren Rodriguez.
Darren Rodriguez. All right, let's get to the first question.
What's your first impression of senior year so far?
My first impression, I'd say it's a lot better than the last year's, mostly because I think this year I finally found my confidence in myself, finally like being myself, not caring what people say, and just figuring out where I want to take my life and how I want to contribute to the world.
So do you already have an idea what you want to do after high school?
I have a general idea. I know down the line, my career path, I want to become a commercial pilot. It's just getting there is the problem.
Wow, pilot, that's so cool.
Summarize your senior year so far in just one word, please.
I'd say better.
Better?
Better. Maybe even best.
Best?
So you think were you here at Rancho for all 4 years?
I was here for all 4 years.
Wow, well you were here for online as well, so.
Yeah.
So were you a sophomore when it was online?
I was a sophomore.
Wow, so explain how that affected you. Like, did you really have a sophomore year? Were you prepared?
I wouldn't say, not really. I felt more free though, more free free and confined in a way, free to hang out with friends that lived close, but also confined in a way where it's kind of depressing to look at a computer for 6 hours, being in a single class for 2 hours, but I think it was definitely an experience.
Do you think COVID trauma is over, or do you think the effects are still there?
For me personally, no, but I know from some of my friends, like they've never recovered from it, A lot of them say that they lost their drive to be a good student, because they didn't have any passion, because everyone was going through something during that COVID crisis.
Why Rancho? Why did you decide to go here as a freshman?
Originally, I wanted to go to Osos, but mostly because a lot of my friends went there, and because I went to Day Creek. And I was just nervous that, not a lot of my friends, not a lot of my big homies were going to Rancho, so I was scared to make new friends. But when it came, it's really easy to make friends, especially at a friendly high school like this.
Yeah. So, what are the perks of being a senior? Let our viewers know, please.
The perks of being a senior? Well, you don't want to slack off. I wouldn't say slacking off is a perk, but it's really just, I feel like when you're senior year, you get the perks of being an adult, driving around, hanging out with your friends, and also finding yourself, usually at the ripe age of 17, you figure out, or you at least get on the path of figuring out who you are in your life and what you want to do in your life.
Do you know what college you want to go to, or university, or thinking about not going at all?
I'm thinking about going. Right now, it's probably Cal Poly or Cal Humboldt University.
I don't know if you know what this is. You know what senioritis is? It's like
senioritis. You get all lazy, stop doing your work.
Do you have senioritis right now? Do you think it's, or do you see it in people around you?
Not really, no.
I hear from your sister, you have senioritis.
Well, This year my classes aren't too hard. I'm taking like an AP class, but that's about it.
So Lucas, apparently you know
Yeah.
Darren. So can you explain how you know him?
So it's kind of a weird story a little bit, but I knew his sister, right? And then I went to his sister's quince, and we were just kind of me and Darren were just kind of messing around the whole time.
Yeah.
Like anytime I saw him, I was just dapping him up. Yeah, it was just, yeah. And so I saw him more often this year now.
Yeah.
Going back to mentioning how teachers are, do you have any favorite teachers or any subjects that you say that's my favorite class I would like to go to?
Oh, I think it's an easy Mr. Spiteri.
Mr. Spiteri.
Mr. Spiteri. I had him for sophomore year, unfortunately, so I went back to his class for maybe 2 months, but he really brought the energy, he seemed like a lively guy and really cared about his students.
What does he teach? What does he teach?
He teaches chemistry.
Chemistry
Oh.
and forensics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? He's also the soccer coach. He's my coach.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why I like him so much.
Yeah.
Is there any difficulties so far in senior year? How are you able to combat it academically and mentally?
I'd say for the most part, it's just figuring out, sometimes I lie awake at night, I think, where am I going to go with my life? I don't want to be a loser in life. But then I realize that I just need to keep on working hard. I know that school world and the real world are different and similar in many ways. But I think it's still the same principle that if I work hard enough, I can still get somewhere in life. So I need to revise my plan and just keep working hard.
Your what year was last year? Freshman year to your senior year. What's the major differences between them?
The major differences?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like now I stand taller and I'm
Physically and mentally.
physically and mentally bigger. And I feel like I feel like it's okay to be myself now, be my weird self, I guess. Because I feel like freshman year I was just kind of watching what I was saying, not trying to offend anybody. But now I'm kind of just talking trash
Chill.
with my friends, just hanging out, just doing myself.
If you could tell your freshman self something, what would you tell him? No, do you have something in
I
mind?
have something. Don't put such a high value on girls in high school.
Oh my God.
It's going to in the long run, and it's going to make you all weird.
Do you
No,
think-
always put a high value. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to the
No,
senior
listen,
guy.
look, of course you can, relationship, they should come after you because during school, high school especially, it's the most important time because for your 10th and 11th grade, college and university will look at that. So you need to really focus that. But after that, if you see you're lined up and everything is in control, then you can start looking around. It's always okay to look, but you shouldn't really put all your attention towards that. So that is something I think was good to tell yourself if you were mostly focusing only on that.
Yeah.
Sorry, during this whole time, I was showing everybody in the studio how my lock screen is my girlfriend. So, just totally in one ear, out the other, what Farida just said. What's the lamest or most embarrassing thing you've done here at Rancho?
Lamest thing I've done.
No, not the
Or-
lamest
or
thing.
embarrassing.
Like embarrassing. Like it's something you've been here for 4 years, so you have to at least seen something or done something for the last 4 years, from freshman to senior. Anything you've seen or done that you say, I want that to never happen again.
Definitely, if that's happened, I've probably blocked it on my memory, but
That's a lot of people say that.
Any wrestle? Oh, sorry. I know that you do wrestling. You do wrestling too.
Yeah.
We're asking him this
My
question.
fault,
Don't
my
cut it
fault.
off.
Probably. Well, wrestling speaking is probably ending up in weird positions with my fellow teammates.
Oh, yeah, sparring at practice.
Does it get uncomfortable once in a while? You're like,
Yeah, sometimes, especially when they're good. I was wrestling with this one guy last year, and he always used to give me such weird moves where my body would just be in a weird position.
Mhm.
So I guess that's the most embarrassing thing,
Yep. Okay.
Okay, well, speaking of wrestling, so did you do wrestling for 4 years?
I did it for 3 years. I didn't do it freshman year.
Oh, okay. So do you think after joining the sport for sophomore year, it got better? Do you think you were more involved in the school?
Yeah. I mean, I felt for the longest time, my freshman year, I wasn't involved. Mostly because I did track and field, but just like the throwing part of it. I felt like I went home and got home, and that was like all of my freshman year besides like dances and football games. But when I found my team, it's like I have someone that I can, or people I can depend on, Belong, It's not like I was friendless. It's just like I have these friends that are gonna this group, this clique, you can say, that you can just like chill with at lunch or just talk trash with, you know. I think it's something important that everyone needs to be part of the team, you know. Have some people where they care about you, you know, and you do some fun things together and just get better overall.
What's your favorite like class or subject that you had, and why was it?
I'd say probably my third period this year. I have Miss Sandra. She's a pretty cool teacher, and there's some cool people in there.
What did she teach?
Math.
Math. I love my math teacher too.
Statistics.
Statistics.
Yeah.
Who's your statistics teacher again?
Miss Sandra?
Okay. Oh, I have Mr. Dirksen. So.
Or she's also known as Math Queen.
Math. Okay. Yeah, I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you all the time. The between third. What's it called?
So you mentioned you went to Day Creek Middle School, right? I think a lot of people here of the past, like we asked freshmen, I think they said they went to Day Creek as well. So are you still in contact with people you knew in middle school, or like anybody you knew now?
I'd say definitely. Mostly because of my younger sister. I know a lot of people from Day Creek. And then some of my wrestling friends also went to Day Creek, you know.
Did you point at me for Day Creek? I didn't go to
Oh, you
Day
didn't
Creek.
go-
I don't know.
never
Everybody
went to
thinks
Day
Lucas
Creek.
went to Day Creek.
Lucas, where'd you go?
I went Day Creek. Is that a middle school?
Yeah, it's a middle school,
Okay.
like most freshmen.
What's it called? I went to Ruth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well-
Everybody thinks I went, like, after all the interviews that we did, I never went to Day Creek. It's like a Mandela effect.
Okay, I love Mandela.
I have the Day Creek look,
Yeah.
the hood, the scrappy look.
Oh, no. If
They
you
were
remember that
scrappy.
Scrappy look, you can remember that RMMS look.
Okay, going back to school subject, how do you tackle work? Like, as a senior, you were here for 4 years. Have you figured out a way around to manage your time? Because, like, I think right now, I'm struggling to, like, manage everything and take everything, catch up. So do you have any advice for our younger listeners about managing time, catching up?
Yeah, I'd say like just in your classes, get your work done. You know, don't horse around because I hear so many people say, "I'm gonna do this at home," you know, and sometimes I say I'm gonna do it at home, but then I kind of get caught up in just like watching shows, reading, and like just going to the gym, stuff like that. And then I get home and it's like an hour till like I have to go to sleep. And I'm like, oh, I have this, and I need to like rush to finish it.
That was me last night.
This is
I had
literally me
I had
last
chem
year.
homework,
I
right?
mean, yes.
I had chem homework last night. Had to do it this morning at 5 in the morning
Oh no.
because I was out.
Yeah. Me too. Like last night, I had to finish some Spanish work I didn't finish in class because like I took a nap till like 8. So and then like I stayed up like for a long time.
I have Spanish homework today.
See, it was great that I mentioned it. I was thinking about not mentioning it.
Thank
but
you. Outside of like school and like wrestling, what other hobbies do you have really?
Anything do you draw, write, like do anything else?
I really I like working out, like just self-improvement in myself.
Gym.
I really like the nature too, you know? I feel like just like foresty areas just keep me at peace.
Dang, you and your
That's it.
sister are not the same.
Yeah, not at all. I'd say it's like my happy place, you know?
The mountains, like I think the view from like here from the school, if you stand like by the stadium, like it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
wow.
Amazing. And then I'd say also like bike riding too, mostly because my dad got me into it, you know, and it's kind of, it can be a peaceful thing, also a really good workout, just to like bike down the Pacific Electric Bike Trail and just,
Do you electric bike or do you mountain?
just mountain bike.
Okay, I mountain bike too. So what trails do you like ride? I'm kind of new to the area, so I don't know what trails around here are good.
Yeah. No, just the normal, the Pacific Electric Trail. It's just
Pacific
yeah.
Electric Trail. Okay.
yeah, the one that like runs through Rancho and then Fontana. Just
What's it called? You mentioned working out. You know about the bulk.
Oh my god.
You know about the bulk. How you have to eat a lot to bulk.
you do have to eat lots of bulk.
So what's your favorite food place
Favorite food place?
to get that bulk?
Well, it doesn't have to be just for working out. Like something like you like.
Yeah, just
run
like-
down for
Eat
this
at
restaurant.
Taco Bell, bro.
Hot. That's a first, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Taco Bell. Actually, someone said Taco Hut was
Yeah,
Taco
yeah,
Hut. I thought-
Taco.
What?
That's what was, and then I remembered what Taco Hut
No
was.
offense to Taco Hut, but like I never heard that. Like Taco Hut, it seems like off-branded Pizza Hut, but it's
It's
tacos.
dude,
Have you
Taco
guys ever
Hut's
been to
good.
Taco Hut?
No.
Yeah, I've been.
I
It's
haven't.
pretty good. What's it called? But Taco Bell.
Taco
What's your
Bell.
favorite thing on the Taco Bell menu?
I think they got rid of it. It used to be like a beefy Frito, just like the
Oh.
beef and then the rice and then some cheese.
That's a BRC.
BRC?
Yeah, that's what they call it. So you asked for a BRC with beef inside.
Oh.
Well, I like the nacho fries, but it's like limited edition, so it usually just comes here. It comes It's not always on the menu. Like it always comes once or twice a
I
year.
like a Baja Blast with
Okay,
a
that too.
crunch tada tostada.
Sounds delicious. What about the Mexican pizza?
Mexican.
Some
Oh, the new
Mexican-
thing on the. I keep seeing like advertisements.
Some
on it.
Mexican pizza's goated.
I haven't ate out in a long time. How has it been with freshmen? Have you had any freshman encounters? Like, I know I've seen a lot of seniors take freshmen under their wing or just teasing freshmen. Did you have any of those experiences so far? He's laughing. He definitely has.
Are you asking if I'm one of those where my hug at seniors?
Yes. Like you look at the freshmen, like the little freshman, and you're like, damn, that was me when I was a kid, or when I was a freshman. Do you like have any stories or something about freshmen you want to say?
I mean, I have a lot of freshmen on my wrestling team. A lot of them are cool, you know. Some of them do not look like freshmen. They look a lot bigger or a lot smaller, but this class seems somewhat promising, you know.
What about my class? What about our class?
Well, listen. This school is so huge. They have like 7 teachers for each subject for each grade. That I literally saw a whole room, like the whole auditorium full of staff. This school is so big, it's so hard to be well known. So you can't really say something just about the general year class, like 2025. That's our year. Like you could say something about our classes, but there's so much people.
Our class
to
is
judge.
better than the 2026.
It's hard to generalize a class.
Yeah.
With so many people in it.
Because this school literally has over 3,000 students attending.
4,000.
4,000. See,
4,000?
Does music play a huge part in your life?
what kind of music you listen to? Any top 3?
Top
Yeah.
3 artists.
Artists,
Top 3
yeah.
Top 3
artists.
artists off the top of my head. Let's see. I really like Clairo. I kind of like how her song kind of puts me at peace. I like Deftones.
Okay, you know, maybe we shouldn't trust his music
Let's
taste.
continue. Let's continue. I want to know what the third
last
one.
one too. Radiohead.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, listen.
Maybe he
Actually,
doesn't have the
listen.
best music.
This is actually diverse because usually I hear just like rappers or just like indies rock. Like
The Weeknd. You could have said The Weeknd. You could have said.
Well-
I could have said something generic. The Weeknd, Lana Del Rey.
But I think it's better that he
No,
was
Lana Del Rey
honest because,
sucks.
like, for example, if I would name people, I would literally probably say, I would say Lovejoy. It's an indies rock band. I would say Juice WRLD, and I would say Polo G or Lil Uzi. That's like my music taste is very. Actually, I listen to K-pop too, so but it's everywhere.
K-pop, that's cool.
Do you listen to K-pop?
I do not listen to K-pop.
Lucas, do you listen to K-pop?
No, I listened to Hudson Mohawk.
The fact you had to
Mahaki.
search it up.
The Seabat.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's my favorite artist.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the RCHS podcast. Today we talked about how being an upperclassman can have new and old experiences, but it's all part of being a teenager. Make sure to tune in next week for an interview with some of the teachers from right here in Rancho.